Monsties, imagine this. The moment a single sentence made an entire fandom collectively hold its breath. A statement so potent it froze timelines and sent hashtags exploding across the globe. It didn't come from a seasoned veteran, but from someone young who carries a weight far beyond her years. Chiquita, the global it girl, the golden Maknae. In one exclusive interview with modelpress, she arrived not just as an idol, but as a voice. Her words were not simply an answer, they felt like a manifesto, a resonant call that was both a startling revelation and a powerful challenge. What truly unfolded in that conversation? Why did a simple phrase, "I think it's important to have confidence. After all, I don't think you can do anything without confidence," feel like a pivotal turning point? This discussion is not about a standard interview. This is about unraveling a defining declaration, layer by layer, to understand the profound emotion and strength behind it. This journey will give you chills, make you smile, and perhaps make you reflect deeply. Picture your social media feed that morning. It wasn't a comeback teaser or a casual selfie. It was a preview from a major Japanese outlet, modelpress. The headline was simple, but the content was a seismic event. Chiquita, the group's Maknae we all watched blossom from a trainee into a global superstar, sat with a different aura. It wasn't the purely cheerful, playful energy we knew so well. It was the aura of a young woman who has navigated countless battles. Her expression was firm. Her eyes, usually sparkling, held a depth that made everyone pause and wonder, what is she thinking? And then, the line that became the epicenter of discussion flowed out. The internet ignited immediately. What did she mean? Is everything okay with Chiquita? Is she facing difficulties? Who is this message for? Speculation spread like wildfire. But beneath all the buzz, one thing was crystal clear. This was Chiquita stepping up, taking the microphone, and speaking her truth to the world. Let's pause for a moment and truly listen. I think it's important to have confidence. Everyone, this isn't a generic quote from a motivation book. This comes from Chiquita, a young woman who debuted at a remarkably young age under the most glaring spotlight amidst an ocean of expectations that could overwhelm anyone. We remember how she was once called fairy, baby beast, full of cute and adorable energy. But look now. In every stage performance, every gaze into the camera, there is a different fire, a confidence that was built not from zero, but perhaps even from a deficit. Consider the pressure of being a central figure in a group of that magnitude. Every move analyzed, every note scrutinized, every expression screenshotted. To grow up normally would be a miracle, but this is Chiquita. She chose not just to grow, but to transform. After all, I don't think you can do anything without confidence. Here is the part that truly resonates. The word "you" here, who does it refer to? Is it for herself, a mantra she repeats in the mirror before taking the stage? Or is it for us, for fans who might be feeling down, struggling with self-belief in their own dreams? Or perhaps it's a message for her peers, for all idols in this demanding industry. The statement sounds like a hard-earned lesson she has just mastered. It feels as if she navigated a dark tunnel holding only onto a thin thread of self-belief, and now she's calling out from the other side, urging everyone to hold on just as tight. Observe her journey on stage, from moments of perhaps seeking the camera to now owning every glance that seems to command the screen. That isn't just about skill, that is maximum confidence level. It's the result of choosing to trust herself, that she deserves to stand there, that her voice deserves to be heard, that her dance deserves to be the focus. She is no longer just the sweet Maknae, she is Chiquita, the stage owner, and this statement is her crown. The reaction from the online community? It was more colorful than a concert lightstick ocean. The majority, of course, was maximum support. Fans celebrated, "Our wise Maknae, she's growing up so well." Many were deeply moved and motivated. Some created long threads analyzing moments where Chiquita's confidence visibly grew. Others made compilation videos using her words as narration, captioned with calls to listen to her message. However, the online world always has multiple perspectives. Speculations arose that tugged at heartstrings. Why talk about confidence so pointedly now? Is there something behind the scenes? Is she receiving undue hate or pressure lately? Some netizens gently pointed out the brutality of the industry, suggesting Chiquita might be fortifying herself while reminding fans to stay strong. It served as a stark reminder. Behind the bright smiles and flawless performances, our idols are humans who also battle doubt and fear. Chiquita bravely brought that reality to the forefront. She made it public, a topic for healthy discourse. It was an incredibly mature step. And for us, as ordinary fans, this is deeply relatable, isn't it? Who hasn't felt insecure, lacked confidence before a presentation, hesitated to upload a dance cover, or even felt nervous greeting their bias at a fan sign? Through those words, Chiquita feels like she's gripping our shoulder and saying, "Hey, I've been there too. But trust me, you can't move forward without it. Let's find our confidence together." The power of that is undeniable. So, after the impact of this interview, what comes next for Chiquita? Could this be a hint towards a solo comeback concept centered on themes of empowerment and self-love? Imagine a single titled Confidence with powerful choreography and profound lyrics. Or perhaps this is the foundation for her evolving image as she transitions into adulthood, a move from fairy Maknae to confidence queen. One thing is indisputable. Chiquita has crossed a threshold. She has declared herself not only as a performer, but as an individual with a voice and a message. She's using her platform for something bigger than music, to touch lives. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you believe was on Chiquita's mind when she shared that iconic sentence? Is there a specific moment where you saw her confidence shine brighter than ever? If you could give Chiquita one message of support after her brave statement, what would it be? And finally, let's speculate. Do you think this interview will mark a significant turning point in her career and public image moving forward? If Chiquita's words inspired you, please like this video, share it with a friend who might need a confidence boost today, and most importantly, subscribe and turn on notifications for more deep dive analyses, the latest news, and all things exciting in the world of pop culture we love. Let's learn and grow alongside our idols. Remember, as Chiquita said, we can't do anything without confidence. So let's support her, support each other, and crucially, support ourselves. Thank you for watching. The true gravity of Chiquita's statement becomes even clearer when placed against the backdrop of the K-pop industry's unspoken rules. Idols, especially minors at debut, are often molded into paradigms of perfection, their images meticulously curated, their personalities filtered through a lens of marketability. Within this ecosystem, public discussions about personal struggles like self-doubt are rare and risky. For Chiquita to not only acknowledge confidence as a crucial factor, but to frame its absence as a barrier to accomplishing anything is a significant departure from the standard script. It subtly challenges the narrative that talent, training, and opportunity are the sole ingredients for success. She inserts a deeply human, psychological element into the equation, the inner battle. This transforms her from a passive recipient of the industry's demands into an active commentator on its pressures. It's a moment of reclaiming agency. Her words resonate because they expose a universal truth that fan bases often witness but rarely hear addressed so directly. The journey on stage is mirrored by a parallel, invisible journey within. Furthermore, the timing and platform add layers of meaning. The interview was with modelpress, a major Japanese media outlet, indicating this message was intended for a broad, international audience beyond the core K-pop fandom. Japan has its own incredibly rigorous idol culture, making her commentary profoundly relatable to a wider East Asian pop context. Was this a strategically chosen platform to amplify a message of resilience to a specific demographic of young artists and fans? Or was it simply a moment of authentic reflection that transcended cultural boundaries? The ambiguity itself is powerful. It allows the statement to be both personal testimony and a public service announcement. This leads to the fascinating duality in fan reception. While many celebrated her wisdom, the undercurrent of concern highlights a unique parasocial dynamic. Fans, having watched her grow up, feel a protective kinship. Their immediate question, "Is she okay?" stems from a genuine place of care, recognizing that such profound declarations often come from lived experience. It shows the audience correctly interpreted the weight behind her words. They weren't empty platitudes, but earned insights. This creates a deeper, more mature connection between idol and fan, moving beyond aesthetic admiration towards mutual respect for shared human experiences. The discussion it sparked, from motivational threads to concerned analyses, became a collaborative meaning-making process, with the fandom actively participating in unpacking the significance of her manifesto. Looking forward, Chiquita's declaration could very well serve as the cornerstone for the next chapter of her career. We are likely witnessing the intentional shedding of the child star image and the careful construction of the artist as a holistic individual. Future projects may reflect this newfound thematic depth. Musical choices could lean into genres that emphasize lyrical storytelling and vocal expression over pure pop sensibility. Her stage presence, already commanding, may evolve to incorporate more nuanced expressions of that confidence, perhaps moments of powerful stillness contrasted with explosive energy, all wielded with conscious control. Moreover, she may gradually take on a more visible role as a voice for her generation within the industry. This doesn't mean becoming an overt activist, but rather a subtle advocate for mental resilience. She could become the idol who, through carefully chosen words and projects, normalizes the conversation about the psychological demands of performance. Her journey offers a blueprint. Acknowledging the struggle is not a sign of weakness, but the first step towards building an unshakable foundation. If her company is astute, they will recognize the unique position she is carving out, one that blends undeniable star power with authentic, relatable substance. In an industry saturated with content, authenticity is the ultimate currency. By courageously naming the essential, often invisible ingredient for success, Chiquita hasn't just given a good interview, she may have redefined her own trajectory, and in doing so, offered a powerful mirror to her peers and millions of fans navigating their own paths to self-assurance. The confidence she spoke of is no longer just a personal tool. It has become her signature, her brand, and her most impactful gift to the audience that adores her.